So, I'm a huge fan of peer groups. In fact, I'm a member, as you already know, I'm a member of Vistage and another business navigators peer group called a forum. So I'm actually in a couple of different peer groups. What should a business owner who has never been in a peer group expect from joining one? Welcome to Maximize Business Value Podsnack, a bite-sized version of the Maximize Business Value podcast, because sometimes you just don't have time for a full podcast meal.
Well, I think that all peer groups are different. I've worked with multiple coaches. I've done this dissertation, academic research. So I feel like there's a lot of differences, but a lot of commonalities. They're always going to be a focus on how the peer group can contribute to business decisions, life decisions, even relationships with others. Another member interview that stands out in my mind is he was talking about how he didn't really think that the group impacted him all that much. And then after a few years of attending meetings um, he came home and his wife said, ever since you've started attending these meetings, you're just so much happier, especially on the days that you come home from being at the meetings all day. What is it that you guys are doing there it's just really impacting your life in such a positive way? So that stands out to me as something that one could expect. Leaders should also expect to be challenged and pushed. They should expect to be authentic and open with the information that they want to share. The group provides a no judgment zone. Like there's no hidden agendas, there's no politics to kind of wade through. It's just an easy environment to process some challenges. And I'm sure you are well aware, Tom, that most leaders face these common challenges. Like we discussed the solitude of decision making and leadership. Leaders often feel like they have to take on everything. Other people are going through this, dealing with the same things, and they're available to help leaders tackle those problems. The tougher the issue, the less likely we are to bring it to the table. But I think that someone who may be expecting to join a group should be ready to tackle some of those tough issues. They're going to receive unbiased support, they're going to receive a sounding board, and they're going to get answers to challenges related to day-to-day business as well as big picture items that they're faced with. And then the biggest part is the accountability, like we said. So that's definitely a plus from joining a peer group, is that accountability piece.
Well, the one thing that you didn't mention that actually surprised me is those really deep, valuable friendships.
Yeah.
It takes time because peer groups meet over a long period of time, right? I mean, I've been in one peer group for a few years. The other peer group is now just a little over a year old. But that one that's just a little over a year old, we have really during COVID gelled. And those people, I talk to them. We have 9 people in the group. And I talk to those people. It's at least 2 or 3 of them every week, right? We meet once a month, but we talk every week and we talk about each other's businesses. And when I have a challenge, something going on, I don't wait for a meeting. I call one of my friends or they call me and say, how did you do this? And I want to kind of talk through some things. And these people have really become very close with me. And so I think that that's one of the huge benefits to joining a group, because as we've said a couple of times already, being a CEO is kind of a lonely place. You're on an island, but when you recognize that you're on an island, but there's a bunch of other islands around you and you can communicate with those people as well and bring them together in community, you can really build some deep, lifelong relationships with those folks. I know peer groups that have been together for 20 years, right? And those people, they just take care of each other too. And so I just think that's awesome. Good. Are you hungry for more? Check out our next pod snack, or you can enjoy the Value Size Maximize Business Value podcast wherever you found this podcast.